Hey, what's going on? This is Ryan at Intersection Records, and I have my father-in-law Joe Good here, and we're talking and wishing the great and legendary Buddy Guy a happy 87th birthday.
87, man.
And we're going to talk about some stories that we've seen him a few times,
We have.
it's always been great. Buddy Guy came on my radar first in 1995 at the Beale Street Music Festival in Memphis. And really seeing him play guitar was just kind of amazing, the way that he was able to just control that instrument. It was like a toy in his hand and grips the thing and just owns it.
Yep.
Able to...
We've seen him together a number of times.
Yeah, we saw him at his place, Buddy Guy's Legends, back in 2000.
Is that where you tried to get on stage? I think you did.
I had a couple of these guys, and I had a harmonica in my pocket, which for a number of years I carried, and kind of what do you call it, sauter up
You
to the
tried
stage.
to. I think his.
It didn't work.
I think his bodyguards got rid of you.
The bodyguards. But that next year in 2008, we went to a casino lounge called the Voodoo Lounge. And, he plays a cordless guitar, so he's walking through the crowd.
We were in the audience. He walked right up to us.
And just, plays behind his neck, plays with his teeth. He's a showman more than almost anything. And, again, it's just raw, but it's also virtuosic. He's influenced Jimi Hendrix. I mean, people say Jimi Hendrix is the greatest guitar player of all time. If you're the influencer of that guy, or Jimmy Page, or Keith Richards, or Eric Clapton, these guys
They all learned from
when
him.
he was inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2008, Eric Clapton and B.B. King did his induction speech.
Well, he was a true Chicago blues
Yeah.
guitar man. I mean, I don't know if there's anyone better, but he's somebody ranked with the top of them.
Yeah, born in Lettsworth, Louisiana on July 30th, 1936, which is kind of northwest of New Orleans, about 125 miles. And, he played a polka dot guitar because his mother...
Who does polka dot now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he still does. His mother was worried about him moving to Chicago, and he said, "Mom, I'm going to bring you back a polka dotted Cadillac." So he
Did he?
always...
Did he?
He never did. He said, "I would never do that because I would never drive a polka dotted Cadillac." But it's cool that he eased her mind, and of course he becomes a legendary guy.
Yeah.
And if you think about him being the last bridge to the old world of blues guitar playing, it's kind of like, we saw him, we took my son and your grandson, Ryan, to see him a couple months ago here in 2023, and God, he was good.
He was good, but I think Letter Ryan will learn to appreciate him when he gets a little older.
Yeah, Eric Gills opened up, and by the time Buddy comes on, I mean, it was a long night of blues music, but God, I was impressed.
Well, the guy can still do it at age, 87, is he now? I mean, come on.
I'll never forget when we saw him.
88?
Yeah, we saw him in Chicago at the Crossroads Guitar Festival.
We did?
With Ron Wood and Johnny Lang, and he breaks the string. And as a true showman would, he doesn't miss a beat. Ron Wood offers up his
I
Strat,
remember.
and
Is he going to be at Crossroads in L.A. when we go out there?
he is going to be in We're going to go see Crossroads Guitar Festival again at the Staples Center, which is now called like the .com Arena.
Yeah, in L.A., yeah.
He's just been a pleasure to have gotten the opportunity to see, because there's certain guys you can go see live, and then there's guys that have a charisma it's like an aura. Yeah, I mean, it's a special type of
I haven't seen
energy.
I haven't seen any really signs of aging. I mean, I'm sure he's aged. We all have, but
He
still seems to do it.
I was so blown away seeing him at 86 years old. I was actually wondering if he was going to still have that fire, but the fire was there. And, he played on the Chess record label. He played with Junior Wells. He was always kind of playing second fiddle to guys like Muddy Waters and B.B. King. But you know what? I think that his legacy will end up almost rising above as far as the virtuosic nature of the rock and roll part of the blues. I mean, obviously the blues are the blues, and B.B. King's the king of the blues.
Yeah.
But is Buddy Guy the king of rock and roll guitar playing?
He's up there amongst them. Let's face it.
He's one of the greats. We want to just give our thoughts on this and wish
87, right? 87.
wish him a happiest of birthdays, and
We'll see him in a couple of months.
we're going to see him in a couple of months in LA. Take a look at the channel. I want to thank Joe here for being a guest on the channel.
My pleasure.
Peace out. We'll catch you later. See ya.